Peace be with you and happy and a prosperous new year. Welcome to GNN, the Good News Network, where we seek to accentuate the positive and eliminate the negative, especially at the beginning of a brand new year. Know that you have been lifted up in prayer. I've prayed for you, I've remembered you, I have taken you to the throne of grace, the mercy seat, so that you might know that God is able to keep us from falling. And so someone is coming on right now. I should call me back. The person that called me back, they realize that I'm on GNN, the Good News Network. And so I want you to know that I am taking you to the throne of grace, the mercy seat, and asking our God to open up the windows of God's storehouse and bless you beyond all measure. I am praying for you unceasingly. You are in my thoughts and in my prayers. If no one else is praying for you, I want you to remember I am praying for you. The Good News Network, which seeks to always bring forth not only the best in scholarship, in research, and in study, but also a message that will illuminate your mind, that will broaden your knowledge base. The Good News Network is meant to come in the midst of your day at 12 noon Eastern Time, 1 o'clock p.m. here in the Dominican Republic, but to always come at the midday hour to just give you that extra boost, that extra push, to let you know that even though your day may have started off not as you would have hoped it to, but it's going to get better. The Good News Network is about intersecting your life right at the midstream to know that despite what you are experiencing or having to cope with, things that require you to bring closure to as we begin a new year, I want you to know that this network will help you to keep on believing that people are worth loving and that God is worth trusting. I am here. Those three powerful words begin every one of our Good News Network programs because it reminds us of the essence of our identity, namely that we are spirit beings robed in flesh. Another way of looking at it is that we're spiritual beings practicing to be human, not human beings attempting to become spiritual. That which makes you and me live, move, and have our being, that which brought us into this new year of 2023 is the ruach in Hebrew, the pneuma in Greek. In English, we say the wind or breath that sustains us. That's the presence of God within us. If you are breathing right now, if you are inhaling and the breath and exhaling the breath, it is your indication, it is your affirmation that you are still living in the flesh here on earth, regardless of what condition you or I may find ourselves in at this time. If you and I are breathing, it means that we are alive. But more importantly, it means that God is dwelling within us. That's all you need to do. When you're going through stress in 2023, when you're going through trials and tribulations, when you're experiencing difficulties, challenges, burdens, when you sink into a state of despondency or depression, just take a breath. That's all you need to do. You don't have to come up with the words to say. You don't have to come up with a formalized prayer. All you have to do is inhale the breath and exhale the breath. And just that simple ritual, that's what it is, a ritual. Inhaling and exhaling is a ritual. It will remind you that God is with you and that God is in you, excuse me, that God is the ground of your being, and that come what may, in the midst of it all, in the throes of your struggles, your heartache and your headache, God is still there. Yes, God is Emmanuel. We're still in the Christmas season, by the way. The Christmas season does not end for the Christian church, particularly for Catholics, until the baptism of the Lord, which is 2 Sundays from now. This coming Sunday will be the feast of the Epiphania, which means manifestation in Greek. And then the following Sunday is the feast of the baptism of the Lord. So in the Universal Catholic Church, here's something you probably did not know, but you know it now. Why? Because you're tuned in to the Good News Network. It makes me sweat just thinking about the knowledge that is dispersed on this platform. That the Christmas season, remember this, that the Christmas season in the Catholic Universal Church does not end until sunset on the feast of the baptism of the Lord. And in this calendar year, it's in this liturgical year, it is 2 Sundays from now. Ask any Catholic who thinks he or she is well versed in his or her faith, say, when does the Christmas season end for us as Catholics or as part of the Universal Church? And I guarantee you, 99 and 44, 100% of them will say on the Feast of the Epiphany, the Feast of Manifestation, in which we celebrate in the Western tradition, the 3 wise men, because in the Eastern tradition, there are 12. And you've heard my presentation on last week about those magi, which is the plural of magus, M-A-G-U-S, which means a magician or an astrologer. That's what the word magi is. That's the plural of magus, M-A-G-U-S. And magi means those who were magicians or astrologers. It doesn't say that they were wise, and it doesn't say that there were 3. Don't want to be redundant here, but you need to review last week's messages on GNN if you did not hear it. So we are still very much in the Christmas season, and every day for the believer is Christmas. Yes, every day. Every day of the 365, 366 calendar is Christmas, because it means that God is with us. Every breath you take, every step you make, God is with you. So please go to your comment section on your viewing page and type in those 3 powerful words. I am here. I am George Augustus Stallings Jr., the patriarch and founder of Imani Temple African American Catholic Congregation. And again, it is my distinct honor and privilege to once again wish to each and every one of you a very, very, very merry New Year. You thought I was going to say Merry Christmas, didn't you? I did too, but no. I wish you a happy and prosperous New Year. For our prayer today, I would like to share with you a very powerful prayer written by Howard Thurman, one of the greatest theologians the world has ever known, and who was also an African American, in his classic work entitled Meditations of the Heart. He has a prayer for the new year. And I would like to thank profusely my esteemed and beloved brother, the Reverend Father Christian David Michael Bruce, for having shared this prayer from Howard Thurman with his thread. And I happen to be on that thread. And I remembered this prayer from that book, Meditations of the Heart. And I said, what a way to begin the new year. Here is our prayer for today on this January the 3rd, 2023, as we come together for the first program of GNN in the year 2023. It starts off by addressing the Creator. God, grant that I may pass through the coming year with a faithful heart. There will be much to test me and make weak my strength before the year ends. In my confusion, I shall often say the word that is not true and do the thing of which I am ashamed. There will be errors in the mind and great inaccuracies of judgment. In seeking the light, I shall again and again find myself walking in the darkness. I shall mistake my light for your light, and I shall drink from the responsibility of the choice I make. Though my days be marked with failures, stumblings, fallings. Let my spirit be free so that you may take it and redeem my moments in all the ways my needs reveal. Give me the quiet assurance of your love and presence. Grant that I may pass through the coming year with a faithful heart. Amen, amen, amen. Please take a few moments to add your own personal prayer at this time before we reflect on the year 2023. And welcome back to GNN, the Good News Network. Here we are on the precipice of a brand new year that has just begun. Precipice really refers to the edge of something, but it could also mean that we're at the tip of something. Perhaps you would prefer that we're at the dawning of a brand new year, 2023. Have you done the math on the year 2023? Have you looked at it from a numerical point of view? 2 plus 0 plus 2. Let's do it again. 2 plus 0 plus 2 plus 3 equals the number 7. You add up the numbers in the years 2023 and you come up with the number 7, which numerically means the year of perfection. That's what 2023 can be for you and me if we take the right steps and make the right decisions and the correct judgments and the best associations that can bring us to the completion of the year 2023, which will be our year of perfection. Have in you that attitude, that mindset, that disposition, that the year 2023, the year of perfection, will be your best year. I have claimed that. I have spoken it into existence in my own life. I have called it forth in a way as though it be not, because I believe that all of the stars are aligned in the galaxy for this to be the best year of my life. And somehow I want it to be the same for you. I want this year to be so spectacular that each day will be another page in your book, in your personal journal that consists of 365 pages. That's right. We are now at day 3. What have you recorded on each page that was in day 1 of this year and day 2 of January this year? Because every day is a new page. You will inscribe on that page your thoughts, your words, your deeds, your experiences of this day. This page will be finished. It will have its final period this particular page at 12 midnight, wherever you are. And then at 12:01 a.m., you begin writing that new page. What is different about this year, 2023, than last year, 2022? Well, the first thing is that the year 2022 is now history. That's right. It is now in the past. There's no more activity, no decisions, no actions, no programs, no events, no encounters, no concerts, no plays, no baseball, football games of 2022, even though we're still in the football season in the United States in 2023. But those games that have already taken place in 2022, they're over. We know that certain teams have already been eliminated from playoffs in the year 2023 because they failed to win enough games in 2022. So the point is that what is different about 2023 from the year past is that that is exactly it. Last year is in the past. Our thoughts, our words, our actions, our deeds that occurred in 2022 are in the past. We can learn, of course, from the past, but there are certain things that need to remain in the past that we do not need to bring into this brand new year. Can you do that? I believe that many of us are still living in the context of what went on in the past. We have not shaken it loose. We have not jettisoned it. We have not freed ourselves from the things in 2022 that held us back. And because they had such a firm grip on us in 2022, we have yet to release them so that we can begin anew in the year 2023. As the song says, yesterday is gone and tomorrow may never be mine. Lord, for my sake, help me to take one day at a time. That's what 2023 is all about. It's taking one day at a time, even though the days will be interconnected as time goes on. The reality is we need to take only one day at a time, and we need to make this day our best day. Don't worry about yesterday, and don't anticipate about tomorrow because tomorrow has enough cares of its own. Focus on today. You know, my advice to you, some of you have heard it before, and for those of you who have not heard it, I would like to share it today. Here's how I would like for us to approach each and every day of the 362 days left already. Gosh, we're at day 3 of a new year. My mind is boggled that time goes so fast, so quickly. Anticipating a new year, it has come, and already we're in the throes of it. Here's my advice to you, and I guarantee you, I give you my solemn word. I make this solemn oath to you. If you live each day by this mantra that I am about to share with you, you will discover that at the end of this year, 2023, the year of perfection, it will turn out to be the best of your years in the flesh. Here is the mantra before I forget it. This is the mantra I want to share with you in regards to confronting each and every day of this year. Live this day as if it were your first day. Live this day as if it were your last day. And live this day as if it were your only day. I'm going to give it to you again. And then we'll take a little commercial break in case you need to run and get not a commercial break because nobody's paying for this, but you. Right, in case you need to run and get a piece of paper, a pen, ink pen, or get set on your phone, or you go to your computer or your iPad. Here is the mantra for living each and every day of 2023 to make it the best year of your life when it is all said and done. Live this day right here, live this day as if it were your first day. Live this day as if it were your last day. And live this day as if it were your only day. And it will bring you to a place where it will be the best of the rest of your life. 30 seconds to get that pen, paper, or instrument to write that saying down. Thank you for not touching that dial. As we reflect upon this new year, I have some questions to pose to you. What goals are you setting for the new year? Do you hope for breakthroughs in your health, such as in your fitness, a breakthrough in your finances, as well as a breakthrough in friendship? My advice is achieve something. Make your mark in the world. Stop wasting precious time on things that have no benefit, on people who are taking you nowhere but downwards. But know that the lasting gains don't come from selfish aims. Let us not be selfish in this year 2023. As the song says, I give myself away. I give myself away in the right ways. Realize that the life that you and I live is pure gift of God. We were not owed this life. And sometimes we may feel like we're not even worthy of this life that we live. But what is critically important to when you approach life in a very selfless, self-effacing, and give your all in not just simply making yourself happy, but trying to bring happiness and joy to others. In somehow, in some way, in some fashion, it always boomerangs. It always comes back your way. This year, 2023, the year of perfection, keep in mind, 2 plus 0 plus 2 plus 3 equals 7. And numerically, 7 is perfection. The perfection doesn't mean that we always get it right. Perfection does not mean that we're just goody-goody. Perfection doesn't mean that we never make mistakes. Perfection is not all about being absolutely right every time and every occasion. The kind of perfection I am talking about achieving in the year 2023 is spiritual perfection. And what does spiritual perfection consist of? It is being in divine alignment with our purpose in life. It means being in divine symmetry, in divine synchronization with the Creator who formed and fashioned us in His image and likeness, so that we in turn might be able to visibly and tangibly reflect the presence of the invisible God in our world. Perfection means that we learn how to say yes, Lord, from the bottom of our heart to the depths of our soul. Perfection is saying, not my will, O God, but your will be done. Perfection is about saying, have thine own way, Lord, have thine own way, for you are the potter and I am the clay. May this 2023 be your year of perfection, and may you find joy in living for the sake of others. And now may the Lord bless you and keep you. May the Lord be gracious and merciful to you. May the Lord look upon you with kindness and grant you peace. Stay tuned to GNN throughout the year. Pass on this gift to others. Invite them to be a part of our faith family on GNN, the Good News Network. Be safe, stay cool, calm, and collected, and let us remember to pray for one another. See you tomorrow. We'll be, hopefully, without any interference tomorrow, so that at 12 noon, wherever you are, well, at 12 noon Eastern time, I should say, and then regulate your time accordingly. Join us for another live GNN Good News Network broadcast. I love you madly. Have a blessed and awesome day and a very prosperous new year in this year of perfection, 2020.